Okay, welcome to your Primal Energy Burst workout. We're going to start off with a bit of a warm up. So I wanted to make sure that you've got your shoes off and socks so we're nice in contact with the ground. If you could be outside, then fantastic. If you're indoors, then so be it. Let's just work through these exercises. We're going to go through a little bit of a mobility sequence first, just to get nice and warm, and then I'll show you each of the flows that you're going to work through on this exercise routine. Okay, nice deep breaths, settle down into the body. We're going to drop down onto the floor and we're going to start off with 45 seconds or so of these hip swivels. So you want to settle yourself down into a gentle position where the foot is almost in contact with the thigh at that stage and the other leg is out in that position. Okay, and off we go. So we're going to have the hands behind you and we're going to twist from left to right. So you're placing the knee down and we're lifting up through the hips. We're just going to go nice and gently, nice and slowly, taking those big deep breaths. Just take this moment to settle into our body and get ready for the work ahead. Once you're there, we can just start lifting the arms up and still rotate gently from left to right, working that range of motion beautifully. Okay, next we're going to twist back up into a presser position. We're going to have one foot up nice and high. We're going to drop down into that deep lunge rotation. Then we're going to push back and then we're going to step the other leg forward, drop and rotate. Push back, step, drop and rotate. Step back, step up, twist and rotate. Deep breaths. Sink that breathing into each of these exercises. Work that range of motion. Feel the calves stretching that downward dog. Feel the hips opening with that twist. Excellent. And then we're just going to make our way up into a standing position. Core nice and strong. We're going to drive one knee up, turn it out to the side, place down, up, rotate and back, and then we're going to swap sides. So we're just alternating from left to right. Really try and drive the knee higher than the hip to turn it out to the side. Place it back down in that junction, lift, and then move the opposite direction, so you're just reversing it. Core nice and strong. Ground that foot down into the ground. Get connected to the earth. Deep breaths. Enjoy that opening of the hips. Good. Excellent. Okay, next we're just going to do a step back lunge and then a drive up with the leg. Step back lunge, drive up with the leg. Okay, so it's just a little bit more of a dynamic movement. You'll feel the hamstring or the back of the leg stretch out into that high kick, and we're just moving from left to right, dropping down into there. Deep breaths, sink that breathing into it. Good. Last couple. And rest there. Okay, shake that body off. If you need to, then just flow round into another round of that just to get fully warm. So just pause the video and then just go through that exercises again. If you feel ready and you're up for it, let's commence. So flow one, we're going to go through these exercises. Okay, and what we've got here is we've got a leap forward and then a crawl back. Okay, we're going to do each of these for time, so it's about 40 to 45 seconds on each exercise, and then we'll move straight into the next exercise. Okay, which is going to be the tabletop toe touches, and then we've got a breath hold exercise coming up for you. So we're working the altitude training and really pushing our edges in that press up static position. Okay, so first exercise, you want to make sure you've got a little bit of space out in front of you. We're going to get into that ready stance and we're going to jump forwards explosively, drop down to the floor and then crawl back into our ready stance again. Okay, and we're just going to keep repeating that. So are you ready for flow one? A little bit of space out in front of you, don't need a lot, but let's go for it. So 3, 2, 1, big leap forwards, down, crawl back, and then straight into that leap forward and crawl back. I want you to really throw yourself forward into that jump, pick your point out and crawl back. If you can, jump those legs back into that position. Deep breaths, almost there. Perfect. Okay, relax there, settle down into position. We're going to come onto your back now. We're going to get into this reverse tabletop. So you can start off with the hips down a little bit low, and then we're going to alternately touch the opposite toe. So bringing that strength up and touching there. So you'll feel the core working, the hands are grounded, the feet are grounded, and we're going to move from left to right. Slower than the first exercise. Try and elevate those hips now. Don't let them sag too much, especially as you're lifting high. You can let them drop when they're both feet on the ground and relax there. Okay, next one, we're going to roll around into that press up position. Okay, and let's get ready for this breath hold. So we're going to take a nice big deep breath in. Now with me, all full lungs, and then let go of it. Empty the lungs, press up position, hold the breath, and down and hold. If you can, as many press ups as you can, straight up and down for the last couple of seconds. And deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And just feel that energy. Nice. Deep breaths. Settle that heart rate all the way down. Take as much time as you need now in that position just to let the heart rate really settle, and we'll come back down. It's a hard, intense thing to do, to work against that oxygen debt. Carbon dioxide is coming up because we're in that working position, and so it builds up very, very quickly. And this builds our tolerance level to carbon dioxide, which is a huge help to our general fitness and our well-being, meaning that we don't need as much oxygen to make our muscles work. So it's an incredibly powerful tool, and we're going to be using that now into the next flow. So if you're ready, pause the video and do that flow at least once more if you can. Don't worry if you don't want to, just move with me onto the next flow. And if you're really, really working hard, then you could do 3 rounds of that first flow if you needed to. Okay, so nice deep breaths. Next one then. So we're going to go back into a standing position. I want that heart rate back down to normal. So if you need a little bit more time, then pause the video, take some deep breaths, settle back into the body. But if not, let's get going. So we've got the speed, we've got this ski jump. So we've got this lateral jumping now. Okay, so we're going to be picking our point out, landing it, and then jumping from leg to leg for that lateral movement. Okay, so here I want you standing one side of your space. So if you've got a mat or something, brilliant, then you can jump over the mat. If not, then we're just going to imagine that we're going to jump over. Okay, standing on one leg, and 3, 2, 1, let's go. And you're just going to jump, stabilize, and then jump to the other side. Okay, balance, lean forward in that ready position, and we're going from lateral to lateral. Experiment, we're jumping back slightly, then forward, then to the side again, and then back. Pause and then jump. So you're balancing. Try and go as sideways as much as you possibly can into those jumps. That's it. Last few seconds. and relax there. Excellent work, well done. So next one, we've got the tactical get up. So here, we're gonna stand square. You're gonna drop one hand to the floor. So pick the right hand, drop it to the floor, kick the leg out, lie flat down, stand up the same way as you got down. Left hand side, kick the leg out, drop down, stand back up. Try and be nice and quick about that. So moving from left to right, kicking that leg through, get onto the floor, and then stand up nice and quick. Get those legs out wide. So hand down to the floor, kick the leg through, and stand. Deep breaths. Good. And relax there. Okay, well done. So that's your tactical get up. Now we're going to take a big deep breath in, and we're going to do our hold on a squat. So deep breath in for me. Let the air out. And squat. So we're going to go down and hold the squat position. At the breath hold, settle the body down, feel it working. Last few seconds, if you can, squat up and down with that breath hold. And take a deep breath in when you need to. And breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Hard doing that and talking at the same time. Feel that energy and just let the body calm down. Fully recover before you're going to move on to your next round of that flow too. Okay, so ideally you'd pause the video now, let the heart rate settle, let your energy settle, and then just redo that round again with those side to side lateral jumps, the tactical get ups, and then obviously that breath hold at the end. Nice deep breath in, let it all out, down, hold that squat position. As soon as you feel like you want to let a big breath in, try and do a couple of reps and then breathe in. Okay, simple as that. So if you're ready to move on, and we're going to do it, we're going to move on to flow 3 next. Okay, so flow 3, we're going to be doing a roll back with a jump lunge to start off with. Okay, so here we want to be making sure that we've got a little bit of space, and we're going to get that transfer of energy forwards. If you need to, you can cross the legs to make it a little bit easier to get the get up if you can't quite go down into that seated squat position just yet. As you get better, you'll be able to do it. So let's get cracking, let's go. Okay, so this is flow 3, and we're going to be going for these rolling jumping lunges. Okay, so ready, 3, 2, 1, we squat down, we roll back onto our back, we flick forwards, and then it's a jump lunge, back down into that squat, roll, step, step. Okay, and we're just going to keep going. As you can see, I'm throwing my weight forward into that position so I can stand up. If not, cross the legs, lean forward, step back into the lunge, step back into the lunge. Make it a little bit easier. Cross the legs and then step back and step back. But if you can, you're going down, throwing yourself forward into the jump lunge and jump lunge. And then we'll just rest there. Well done. Okay, next one we've got is we're going to be into a crawl position. So we're here, we're hovering the knees off the floor, opposite arm, opposite leg is going to kick up into the air now, and we're stabilizing through the abdominals and the lower back, holding that position. Try and really squeeze the glutes, your buttock muscles to try and get that leg as straight as you can behind you, and holding that. Arms underneath your shoulders, and we're working it from left to right. A little second hold at the top before swapping over, and relax there. Okay, last one, breath hold. We're going for the cliffhangers, so your arms have to be nice and high out in front of you. Okay, so nice deep breath in with me, and then let the air out. Arms out in front of you, legs far behind, and then reach down towards the ground. We're trying to get the chest and head low, and we're holding that position with the breath hold. So just keep going as long as you possibly can, and then once it gets really difficult, just hold a couple more seconds, and nice big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just let that body settle in that position. It's a really tough abdominal exercise, as well as the back of the shoulders, that cliffhanger at the end there, but also fantastic to really create some strength, which is transferable into everyday life, getting us adventure fit and strong for the world. So again, take a big few deep breaths, take as long as you need to let that heart rate settle all the way down until you feel ready that you can go round that again with enough energy and passion to really make it count. So pause the video, take the time you need, and then revisit that round if you can. If not, then we are going to move on to our final one. Okay, so here we've got a little bit of a burst with some speed and work, as well as some static hold. So we're going prey predator with this particular part of it. Okay, so offense defense, so attack defense method. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to do high knees as fast as we can, so sprinting on the spot but driving the knees up nice and high, and then we're going to do a squat hold. Then we're going to do some power ups, and then we're going to be holding the press up. Then we're going to be doing bicycle crunch, and then hold the hollow holds just to finish off now. Okay, so this is your last flow, so let's get ready into it. So standing nice, ready stance, our time is on, and in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're going to sprint on the spot, nice high knees, nice deep breaths, and drive, drive, drive. Last few seconds. Okay, stop, and then we're going to go straight down into that squat hold now. Deep breaths. Perfect work. 5 deep breaths. Then we're going to drop straight down into the press up position, and we're going to lower down onto your elbows, back up, and then lower back down on your elbows. Alternate the hand on the arm which you're going down with, and we're just keeping the core strong and pushing up through the shoulders. We're going to do a few more reps of those, so just keep going nice and quick. And then we're going to be press up position, and we're down and we're holding. Ready, go. 5 deep breaths in that hold. And relax there. If you can't hold the lower press up position, just hold that plank, remember. And then we're going to go straight down onto our back, and we're going to go for the bicycle crunch. So opposite knee to elbow, and we're going to be crunching, twisting from left to right, and we're just going to feel those abs really work for a few more seconds. And then now what we're going to do, hollow hold, push the lower back down into the ground, arms above the head, legs extended. If you can't hold that, then lift the arms and the legs up into the air, but as low down to the ground as you possibly can, whilst maintaining the contact with the back, the lower back on the ground there. Okay, 5 big deep breaths, so we'll do 3 more. and relax there. Fantastic. Okay, so that's just a little finisher on that flow 4, where we just got a little bit of everything working through on that attack and then that hold position there. Fantastic. This is a really powerful workout for you to be able to increase the mobility, but also your explosive power, which we need when we're doing our everyday adventures. So enjoy this one, and we'll see you on the next workout. Well done.